Hello! We're
Hi.
doing mood lighting tonight with everything else out. We got a candle back there, right?
Yes.
All right, and Samantha's here. She had school the last couple days, but I just want to point out who are you very excited to see pop in the chat here? What did you say? You say, where's who?
Where's who? What?
No, you said, where's Poo Plug?
Oh, you're right.
Where's Poo Plug?
I
We're glad that you're all here.
like
Samantha, would you like to tell people about your school so
it.
far?
Yeah. It's really fun. I did a quiz with my teacher today.
A quiz?
Yeah, it's like a class thing of how we know her, how we like.
It's a
if
second
we
day of
know
school.
everything about her.
Know everything about her? You just met her 2 days ago.
We got 14 points on it, and we won
So,
her.
what are some facts about your teacher?
She was born in February. She was actually born like 6 days. 6 days before. After me.
After you, okay.
So that's really fun. I got some other February birthdays. Lucy, who's in my class, has a February birthday too. I don't know. I think it's after me, maybe.
These are details that don't really matter that much.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But you having fun your first 2 days
Yeah.
of school? What's your favorite thing to learn in school?
I like to read and I like to learn math.
We've been counting Samantha's chapter books that she's read this year. And for every chapter book, at the end of the year, we tally it up and she gets $1 for every single book. So how many chapter books have you read so far this year?
I think 96 or 97.
96? I got to give you that many dollars?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it all?
Buy stuff.
Buy what?
Slime to put in your face.
Let me ask you a question. You know who we have a sponsor for this show? You know what a sponsor is?
A sponsor? No.
A sponsor means they like pay for commercials and stuff, and they help the radio station make money.
Oh.
Okay? The sponsor for this show is a very nice store called The Lion's Den. What kind of things do you think they sell at The Lion's Den? What do you think they sell there?
I don't know, like maybe it's like a drugstore, like Walgreens kind of.
A drugstore?
Yeah.
They probably have some pills there that you can take.
Yeah.
Yeah? What other kind of stuff do you think they have there?
Medicine.
Medicines? They have some of that. You know what they have? They have a lot of creams.
Oh.
Creams and lotions. Right?
Does Mommy buy her creams from
Yes,
there?
Mommy buys all her creams at the Lion's Den. Yes, she does. What else do you think they have there? Anything else?
I don't know. What else do they have there?
Lots of cool stuff. They have candies.
Oh, do they have candles?
Yeah, candles?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably do have candles there.
Ah.
Yeah, scented candles,
Yeah,
right?
scented candles like this one.
That's just like that one. Just like that one. Okay, well, do you want to stay here for a minute? You want to go back?
Yeah, I'll stay up here I'll stay down here for a minute.
Okay, well, if you have a couple questions for Samantha, she'll stay for a couple minutes and answer your questions, right? Let's see what people are too. Oh yeah, they have lots of books there at the Lion's Den, right?
Oh.
They have books for you to read. Probably not books that you would like to read, more grown-up books, right? Yeah. Well, Jen says, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book is called The Kingdom of Renly.
The Kingdom of what?
Renly.
Renly.
It's like a little bird. That's why they named it Renly.
Now,
I really like
what are the books that I read to you every single night?
Piggy and Gerald books and pigeon books. You always.
Piggy and Gerald, and I do the voices for everybody, right?
Yes.
Do you like how I read those books?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. Let's see. Who's your favorite parent?
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
Why?
Because Mom's probably watching this. She's very upset then.
You and Mom.
Me and, well, we're the only parents. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
How do you think the Bears will do this year, Samantha?
I bet they'll still suck.
You think they're going to suck?
Yes,
I actually think this year they may be okay. We may have fun watching the games this year.
Fine. I bet they'll be like fine.
Well, we're still going to watch them and root for them, though, right? Of course. Samantha loves football. But what's your favorite sport to watch on TV?
My favorite sport to watch on TV is basketball.
Yes, you do love basketball.
I do love to watch basketball.
Samantha loves to watch Buckeye basketball. And every single time she goes to a Buckeye basketball game, they win. Right?
Yes.
You've never seen them lose, right?
No.
No.
That's on TV once.
Well, on TV doesn't count. You have to, when you're there, they always win.
They win on the Olympics too, and I'm watching it.
I know they won the gold medal game, right?
Yeah.
How about this one? Who packs your lunch, mom or dad?
Daddy.
Daddy. Let's see. What's your favorite Olympic sport? What did you like watching the most this year? We watched a lot of swimming, right? We watched
running.
Running's your favorite? We watched running, watched gymnastics.
With your girlfriend.
With my girlfriend. Who's my girlfriend?
Gabby Thomas.
Gabby Thomas. Did she come over tonight? Did she knock on the door?
I don't think
so. Is Gabby Thomas in this chat? Let's see. Gabby. No, Pooh Plug is here, but Gabby's not here. Favorite fast food? What's your favorite fast food?
Oh, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? And what's your favorite thing to get at Taco Bell?
Bean burrito.
Bean burrito. How fast are you, Sammy? Slow.
I'm very slow.
You got tiny little legs.
Yeah.
You're the shortest one in the class.
I'm really.
But you're sneaky.
Yeah. One time I won the game of Sharks and Minnows. It's pretty hard to play.
All right. How about you go upstairs and spend time with me?
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Kiss for me, please. I'll be up in a little bit, okay? Make sure that door is closed. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello to all of you. Tonight's beverage of choice is a Redbreast Irish whiskey, 15-year. All right. So cheers to you. All right. Thank you all for coming again. And thank you to our sponsor, the Lion's Den, which now Samantha knows a little bit about. Creams and candies. I used to work at Spencer Gifts in the mall when I was a teenager. And we would have people come in and they'd say, "Excuse me, sir, do you have dildaroonies and penis-shaped pasta?" And I would say, "Yes, we do. Right this way." And if you do that at the Lion's Den, I'm sure they will also say, "Right this way." Okay? No matter what you're into, you can go in there and say, "Hi, do you have any anal beads?" "Yes, we do." Aisle 2 is where we keep all our anal products. I don't know if it's actual aisle 2. It should be. Okay? 6 locations in Columbus. Why should you go there? Because we're not prudes in this chat and because they sponsor the show. Thank you. All right. Start throwing some shit in here because I'm going to answer questions rapid fire. I have no plans. I have no homework. I'm not taking out yearbooks tonight. None of that. I'm here in the dark drinking my whiskey. I don't know if you can see it either. This glass, this little whiskey glass from Ireland. It's got the little crystal. It's made of, got the little wheat thing. I love these glasses. I would be sad if I ever drop one. You like the lighting? Don't I look better than I did before? Is it creepy with all the lights off? Should I turn the lights on or what? Favorite non-Italian dish to make? Steak. Although that can be Italian, right? Can we see the porn pad? Sure you can. It's right here. The porn pad. I'm not going to show you what's on the browser. What's the scent of the candle? The scent of the candle in the background is my favorite candle from Bath and Body Works. It's called Leaves. Okay. It's like a fall wintry scent. They get rid of it like in the spring because they're stupid. It is the best scent ever. I burn it all year round. Leaves. I love it. I could do fall smells and scents all year. Best gift or perk you ever got from a sponsor or anyone working in radio? I'll tell you, I've gotten more free food than I can remember. Um, you know what? Things of all time, I can go get it for you. That's going to require me to leave for a second. Stand by. All right, I finally got my product placement from Lion's Den. It's a big black baseball bat. There is a local company, Phoenix Bat Company. They make bats, right? For minor league players and major league players. And they made me a couple of these special bats over the years where they engraved little messages and put the fan logo on there. And I have a couple of them. This one I like, they put the Man and Bone logo on that one. So I think they're awesome. And that's one of those things where it's like, they didn't have to do any of that. I don't do commercials for them. They just liked the show, made some bats, brought them in, and I keep them in my music room and I play with them. What else? You worked in Bakersfield. Were you aware they find shark's teeth there? No, I don't know what the hell that is. Have you talked to the pinball guy, and is he still in your phone as T-Bone? No, he's not on my phone as T-Bone, but I don't have my phone with me. I just have the pad. I do have him still in my contacts. I had a problem where I can't delete people out of my contacts. I have dead people in there. I feel bad deleting dead people. I don't know why. It feels disrespectful, but I still have him in my phone as Scott the pinball guy who almost died in my house. If you've never heard that story before, that's the pinball machine back there. And I ordered it. This dude's from Cleveland. He delivered it. And I thought stupidly, there'd be more than one guy to deliver this heavy ass pinball machine from the 60s or 70s, whenever the hell this thing was made. And this old guy just shows up, just him and a dolly, trying to bring this thing in. And in my foyer upstairs on the wood floor, he falls down and the pinball machine falls on top of him. I thought he was dead. I thought he killed my floor. And even if he wasn't dead, I was going to kill him if he killed the floor. So I helped lift this pinball machine off this guy. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So he took it downstairs all by himself. I was watching him like a hawk the entire time. Actually, you know what? I take that back. That's a lie. Kristen was home. I was not home. She was swearing at me the whole time. I'm misremembering this. She was home. I wasn't. She said, this guy almost died in our house. You better get your ass home right now. Will the White Sox win 40 games? No. Worst team I ever saw. Embarrassment. Any thoughts of having a guest on here and just BSing like Paul Big Daddy, Leanna, or Angela Pace? Yeah, I mean, I could do that at some point. I feel bad asking people to give up their Friday night, especially Angela. She's probably tying one on at the VFW right now, getting ready to take somebody home. You can change one rule in any sport. What is it? Oh, man. I want to change so many rules. You know what? Call me a barbarian. I love like collisions at home plate. They're safe. They're not safe. I get it, right? But just the aspect of that, the visual of that, knowing that it can happen at any time. I love home plate collisions. Yes. Is Jen Winters on here? Yeah, she's here. Who else is here? I also want to thank Max. Is Max in here? Because she's a good sport. I had that disgusting sloppy Joe sandwich. I mean, it was gross. And she's a good sport. I came upstairs. I said, will you please come down here at 4 o'clock and eat this pile of shit? And she said, yes, I will, because it'll be good for the show. So she's awesome. If you're in here, I love you. Favorite Back to the Future movie characters. They're all, I mean, I love Back to the Future. That could be the thing that Tim and I quote the most, like from a movie standpoint. From a TV show, we're always quoting Seinfeld. But from, just movie standpoint, it's probably that. It's probably Field of Dreams. And it makes no sense in the conversation. Like I'll be working at my desk and all I hear from Tim is, he's a peeping Tom. And by the way, now I'm painfully aware of that noise that I'm making because I feel like silence is bad. So now I know that I sound like Thad Matta when I'm looking for something. Last time you spoke to Torque, I talked to him on the last show. What am I going to do? Text him every single time? What's the weirdest thing, non-poo or nudity category you've received on the burner phone? Most of it's been poo or nudity. I've had women like offering themselves to me on the burner phone. Christmas Vacation is also quoted heavily by us. Least favorite co-host of like the permanent ones or just all time? All time, it's some sort of former Buckeye. I don't know. Joe Montgomery. Will you do an entire show as Torque? No, why not? Hey, you got Coke Zero? Was he really shitting on Creed this morning? Rude. Does Jen offer herself to you on the burner? Yes, daily. Who pays for the burner phone? Can I tell you something? Here's a little secret. When I was a kid, I thought that everything that was on TV or the radio was a well-oiled machine and that everybody knew what the hell was going on all the time. And smart people worked there. And then I started to work in the business and I realized, oh no, they're all very, very stupid. I have been talking about getting a burner phone forever, talking to the people at the station. Well, we can do it. Maybe we'll get this text program that you can use on the computer instead of a burner phone, or we could do this. We'll have to do this. And I got so fed up with it, I just added another line to my account. I pay for the burner phone. I do. No shit. Got any Herb Street is an a-hole stories? Yes, all of them. I will tell you this, though. I went many, many years ago, went to Mitchell's Steakhouse. May it rest in peace. Alive? Dead? I don't know. Alive, I think. Downtown. And I went with him and I don't know, other people too. But I remember he ordered a nice prime steak and then proceeded to put ketchup on the entire thing. Mitchell's alive. Good. Best and worst former football players to work with. I love working with Tyvis. Tyvis is awesome, and I'm proud of him. And I tell him that because I think he's really good at this. And when he first started, he was green as shit, but you could tell that there was something there. Because I personally, I remember telling somebody, maybe it was Platinum Fox and he was still working for us, that when Tyvis talked, I smiled. For no reason whatsoever. Didn't matter what he was saying. I smiled. And he's then taken that and he's gotten better at it. And he's just a good guy. He's a fun guy. And he's up for the ones that I like working with are the ones that are up for anything and realize that they're not in a locker room anymore. And those same rules do not apply. Because I can do two things simultaneously. I can respect what you did and admire what you did on the football field or how you earned your living. All right, I do. I respect these guys. They put their bodies on the line. They work hard. They're tough as hell. I respect them. All right. But the other side of that is when you enter my world, that doesn't mean shit anymore. Can you put the work in and the effort in to make yourself good at what I do? And if the answer is no, I just want to come in at 5 minutes before showtime and, pretend like I'm not a part of the show, like I'm a glorified guest, then no, I don't like working with you. So Tyvis, I like working with. I only did the one show with James recently, but I'm a big fan of James. I think he did a good job when he was on with Bo. He took it very seriously. He just wanted a coach. Krenzel, I liked working with. I'll tell you what, people ask about Craig, and Craig is doing well. Craig's son, his oldest son, is about to enroll at Tennessee for baseball. It's a program that just won the national championship, so he doesn't suck. Got a full ride to go to Tennessee. So I can't believe that he's got a kid that age, because we're the same age. I'm a little bit older than him, I think, by a year or two. But when Torg originally was sent away, Krenzel did the show with me like permanently for a good bit. It was like a 2-month time span. And by the end of it, he got really good at it. He was always good at it from a fill-in perspective. But at the end of that run, that extended run, you really started to see something. I saw something. And in fairness to these jocks that come on, it's hard to get good if you don't get regular reps, right? Like I know that, Tyvis is getting more regular reps. Dane Sanzenbacher's starting with us, and he's starting to get regular reps. And then we'll see where it goes. But the current guys, Devere, Dane, I haven't worked with Dane. I don't know him that well, but he seems to be taking it seriously. I think we got a good crop in the building right now. As a radio guy, do you listen to 97 when you're off the clock? Are you constantly critiquing TV/radio people during your life? Can you just enjoy TV/radio anymore? No, I can't. I don't listen to it a lot when I'm off the clock. Not because I don't like it or I don't like those guys. I'm the last show of the day, right? And I don't want to be influenced by what I hear other people doing. So I tend not to listen. That's not to say I don't like their shows. They're different than mine, and they should be. I had this conversation with some of the guys years ago where I would tune in and I noticed that they were trying to do some of the things that I was doing. And I wasn't upset from a, hey man, you're stealing my gimmick perspective. I was sort of just weirded out by, let's not have every single show on this station sound the same, because then that's fatiguing to the listeners. The beauty part about this radio station is I think all of our shows are different, and they should be. If you made a biography of your life, who would you have to the voice on the audiobook? Me. If I couldn't pick me, Stanley Tucci, my guy. Best voice in the world. Do you know about the Mormons soaking? No, I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's gross and you're laughing. I have no idea what that is, but I'll Google it later. If Matty Ice invites you to go to Vanity Gentlemen's Club, would you go? First of all, Matty Ice would not invite me to go because he knows that I wouldn't want to go. But I'll say this about Matty Ice. I love Matty. I just met his parents. I've known Matty Ice for over 10 years, but I just met his parents a couple weeks back because they came into the radio station. And Matty started with us as an intern. All right. I notoriously hate functions. I hate people. Specifically, I hate weddings. I don't think there's anybody on this earth whose wedding I would go to at this point. My sister got married for the second time. I didn't go. I gave her one wedding. She got one. The second one, you're on your own. Okay. But if/when Matty Ice ever gets married, I will go to his wedding. That's how much I think of Matty Ice. So he wouldn't do it. But if Matty Ice asks me to go out and look at titties, then I will do that with him. I will make the sacrifice. When I interned at the Fan, man was the nicest dude to me. Good. I'm glad. I hope you had a good experience. And I'm sorry if I didn't know your name. I have a hard time with names. People take it personally. I have a hard time. What happened to Triple H? Triple H left. He got tired of the radio grind. I don't blame him. A guy in his position was, sometimes you get no days off for 3 weeks in a row. You're working weekends, you're working overnights, and he decided he wanted to do something that was more stable. I get it completely. It's a shame because I thought he was good at it, but he's got to make the best decision for him. Triple H is about to become a dad? Well, congratulations. I didn't know that. Are we allowed to talk about who else is about to become a dad? Is that public knowledge, Jen? I mean, he's told everybody, but I didn't know if we were allowed to say it. No. Okay. No, fine. It's me. I'm actually carrying a child right now. Non-sports Matt's going to be a dad? No. Maybe with another woman. One of his comic book buddies. It's not Jen. I sat next to Porky during a Man and Bone show, and he does breathe like that. We used to have an office in the old building. Bone and I shared an office. And by the way, Porky, nice guy. I think he's working with Torque now. But he would come into the office, and we had a chair like right behind me. So I'm here, I'm at my desk, I'm at my monitor, and I just hear him behind me. He's doing nothing, just sitting in the chair. And once in a while, I turn around and be like, is there something that you needed? No. Eventually, I just got so sick of it that I just kicked him out. You still play the haircut game at work? Yes, we do. Nobody got a haircut this week. The last person to get a haircut was Teddy. It was noticeable. I called him on it. How did the Queen come about? I don't know. It tickled me. For some reason, I was just like, hey! And then that sort of morphed into stupidity, which it always seems to do on this show. T-Bone's he's not a dad again. He got the snippy. Best Anthony Schlegel story. You know what? I don't know Schlegs that well. I've never actually hosted a show with Schlegs. I know him in passing, say hello and stuff like that. I don't know him that well. Do you like the lighting tonight? Should I take my shirt off? Maybe I'll take the chain out. Yes. Colin says I'm invited to his wedding. See, now I gotta fucking go. God damn it. All right, I'm going. I'll come. I'm waiting for my invitation. How's the weight loss going? I'm down about 25. So it's been a while since I've been under that 200 mark, which I am right now. So I'll take it. Will Kristen join your next one? I told her that she's got to come on one of these, and she's agreed, but she's a very vain person. So I need to put my makeup on. I got it. So she'll come on at some point. Because here's the thing, she's obsessed with, like, when I come home, I never see her in regular clothes. When I wake up in the morning, she's in her, pajamas. And she works from home. So when I leave, she's in a different version of pajamas. She will get dressed up to go to some sort of meeting when I'm gone, right? Put on a nice dress, nice perfume, fancy. By the time I get home, she's showered and back in her sweats. I don't even know if she has breasts anymore, to be honest with you. Jersey Mike's, cold or hot? Cold. I like hot subs, but for my money, Jersey Mike's is a cold sub place. If Kristen joins, will you do the voice in front of her? You're damn right I will. Here's, somebody said, does Kristen get mad at the stories that you tell on the show? No, but if you follow me on Instagram, I think it was last week or earlier this week, I forget. It all runs together. I put a photo up of Samantha holding some 3-pound cucumber. And she said, take that down. I don't want it up there. It looks like she's got a big dick in her hands. I don't want that. I don't think it's a big deal, but request granted. You let me go on the air and say the most ridiculous things. You want me to take the dicky cucumber picture down? I will take it down. Does Kristen have a voice for you? No, she does not. She does not do impressions. She does tell people, and it annoys me that I'm really nice, which bothers me. Because don't kill my gimmick. People think I'm an asshole. Let's keep that up. Because then if they think you're an asshole, they leave you alone. If they think you're nice, they come up to you. I'd rather be an asshole. What brand of underwear do you sport? If you're a longtime listener, you know that I have daytime underwear and I have nighttime underwear. My daytime underwear is tidy whities. I don't apologize. I like things snug and sort of put in their place. My nighttime underwear is a boxer brief. I'm actually wearing my nighttime underwear right now. And maybe if I have a little bit more of this red breast, I will show it to you. I wear cooling briefs. What the hell is a cooling brief? What do you plug it into the wall? Put it in the freezer? Who do I need to bitch at to get Jen a raise? I'll do my best. What is this? Being from Chicago, have you ever had Marlowe? What the hell's Marlowe? My friend made me try it back in January, and the aftertaste was nasty as hell. I do not know what it is, so I'm sorry. Man, do you play fantasy football? No, I don't. I used to. I used to play fantasy football when you had to mail it in when I was a teenager. And then when it obviously went online, I played it then. My problem was I like things too much. I get too obsessed with things, where I found that I couldn't enjoy sitting down and watching a game on Sunday because I'm obsessed with, is Dante Culpepper going to give me the points that I need? So I eventually said, I'm not just going to do this anymore. And now I don't play any fantasy football, and I'm much happier my football Sundays, just watching sports. Malort. I don't know what Malort is. What is my bracelet? This is a bracelet that Samantha made me. It says, I love Samantha on it. She has one that says, I love Dad. So I will wear this and think about her, and she'll wear her bracelet and think about me. Let me tell you something, Jen, with Dante Culpepper. I had him in my fantasy league the year that he just set all sorts of records. And everybody made fun of me because there were running backs still on the board, and I passed them to take Dante Culpepper, and I wound up winning the entire league because he was fucking awesome. And then after that, he sucked. But that year, he was awesome. Do you do much sports gambling? No, I'm the worst at gambling. I don't like to gamble. I think it should be there, right? I think it's awesome for those of you who do like doing it. Like Ted is putting $5 on everything. Tiddlywinks, preseason football, competitive sheep shearing, all of it. And he has a blast. I like the fantasy football, get obsessed with it, so I stay away. How do you feel about eggplant parm? You know what? I like it if it's really crispy. It needs to be thin and crispy. My mother used to make an eggplant. She called it eggplant parm. It tasted like wet, dirty shoe meat. It was so mushy. She wouldn't fry it. She baked it, right? The eggplant pieces were like this. What happens when you cook eggplant in the oven that's this thick? It just mushes into, like it's pre-chewed. It's disgusting, right? But you give me a really thin eggplant, you fry it up, and then you lightly sauce it, and people use too much sauce. That makes it soggy. I want crispy. Put it under the broiler for a little while, melt that cheese. Fantastic. Do you shave your body hair? No. I did when I was a younger man and I was self-conscious about getting naked in front of people. Now I don't give a shit. Do you miss anything from back when I was banging? Yes, the banging. What part of Italy is your family from? My mother was born in Sicily. My entire mom's family is from Sicily. My father's family is Calabrese, which is sort of like down south by the toe of the boot. Do I like sausage and peppers? I love sausage and peppers. Fantastic. Let me tell you a little secret on the Italian sausage. And if you would have told me 10 years ago that I would be sous videing things and then bragging about it, I'd say, get out of here. But you get Italian sausage, you get a sous vide, put it in a bag, you sous vide it. You cook it to, I don't know, what is it, 150, 155, whatever pork is supposed to be. It comes out looking like a gray fetus. It's disgusting. But on the inside, it's super juicy. So what you do is either get your grill super hot outside or get a skillet really hot on the stove and just kiss the outside of that so it gets brown. And then when you cut open that sous vide sausage is going to just burst in your mouth. Fantastic. Best sausage I ever had. Growing up, all I had was dried out sausage on the grill because they overcooked it and it became like a wrinkly dick. These are great. Sous vide the sausage. I took a huge shit at Soldier Field on Sunday. Nice. I saw a man when I was a kid. I went to a Bear game at Soldier Field with my dad, and they used to have troughs in the bathroom. Like if you're thinking about a big like bathtub type of thing that horses eat out of, that's what it is, except picture a bunch of drunk dudes who look like the super fans standing around whipping their dicks out and taking a piss. That's exactly what it is. So you got a bunch of drunk Bear fans standing there taking a piss in a trough. One guy was so drunk that he actually fell face first into the trough full of piss. Now, if you're saying, did anybody help him out of there? The answer is no. We're not helping him out of a big thing of piss. He got himself in there. He can get himself out. Who is your least favorite OSU superfan and why is it Big Nut? It's not Big Nut. It's Buckeye Guy. Buckeye Guy is the most annoying guy ever. I'm getting ready to order McDonald's. What should I get? First of all, are you going to pick it up or are you getting it delivered to your house? I don't understand the getting delivered to the house, something that has a window. Don't your fries die by the time they get to you? They can't be hot. You're driving. What the hell are you doing? Don't crash and die. We actually had a listener. God damn it, I forgot his name. It was Crazy something. He would text the show all the time. He would tweet the show all the time. Crazy Dave, I think was his name, right? And he was a regular guy, just like, Crazy Dave, that's right. And I remember waking up one morning and watching the news, and I saw that there was some big accident on 270, right? And I don't know why I thought this, because I've never thought this before. I thought to myself, what if that was like a listener that I've interacted with? Or what if somebody was listening to the podcast and they crashed like that? Later that day, I found out it was Crazy Dave. And while I didn't know Dave personally, and while he was crazy, like that really shook me up, And then you start to think about all the listeners that you've had over the years that are no longer living, Like there have been listeners that used to listen all the time, used to, email, and I haven't heard from them in a while. It could just be that I've grown out of the show. I don't want to listen to it anymore. It could be that you're dead. I don't know. But I think about that stuff, don't I? Oh, you know what made me laugh? Speaking of crazy callers. So Tyvis is talking to me. And Tyvis is talking about how every time he does a Cleveland Browns postgame show, because he does them for radio up in Cleveland, they take calls on the postgame show. And he hates every single week talking to this guy named Dick from Dayton. All right. Who doesn't know his name, calls him Titan or something. Dick from Dayton would call in to every show that was on the Ohio State Network. Jim Tressel call-in show, Urban Meyer call-in show, Buckeye Roundtable. If there was a show on the network, the first caller would always be Dick from Dayton. And he never had anything interesting to say. And it amazes me that he's just still out there calling the Browns postgame show. Producer Alicia sounds like the "oh my God" voice you guys do. That is producer Alicia. That's why we do it. Common Man, will you speak at my funeral? It depends. Where's your funeral going to be? Like a Pizza Hut? Yes. What's the necklace? This is a Saint Michael necklace, which is ironic because I'm not religious at all. I mean, I grew up Catholic, but I just like the imagery of Saint Michael's like the warrior saint, where he would fight the demons and Satan. And I've always worn something like that. And just habit at this point, ritual. Have you ever been to the Brat Stop in Kenosha? No, but I'd like to go. I'd officially like to invite you to the crew game tomorrow. I have 2 extra tickets. Trevor, thank you so much for asking. I have plans. And when I say I have plans, I have to go by my mother-in-law's house for her birthday. And what she wants for a gift every single year is for us to all like take school pictures together. So we're just going to be lined up outside taking pictures, and I'd rather die. So I actually would like to go with you to the crew game so I don't have to take pictures. How much do you enjoy Constantine? Never saw it. Sorry. Somewhere Ted is jerking off with his own tears because he loves all things. Isn't that Keanu Reeves, Constantine? Any chance you and Bone will interview Archie before he dots the I? Probably not. He's always invited. Let me tell you something. You're Archie. You can come on anytime. I've interviewed him many times, not recently, but he is always welcome. I'm glad you like the lighting. Have you watched Star Wars yet? No. Have you tried the fried bologna sandwich from the G&R up in Waldo? No. Poo plug, you're not watching Constantine right now. See, I did it again. I've been trying not to do it. Anywho, has anybody made the meat sauce? What the hell? I put the recipe out there. I haven't heard jack shit from anybody. If you've made it, let me know. Alicia Vikander, yes. Gabby Thomas or Cindy Sweeney. Gabby Thomas is a living goddess on earth. There's no comparison. Did you really make it, Jen? You're full of shit. You didn't make it. Will says I'm making the meat sauce tomorrow. Good. I hope you enjoy it. Brad says I'm making it tomorrow. Awesome. F, Mary, Kill, Gabby Thomas or John Stamos. Those are only 2 people. Doesn't that need to be a 3-person game? I'd F both of them. Did you really, Jen? Did you like it? Why didn't you text me? Take a picture of it and send it to me. Third is Rimmer. Jesus. How do you feel about your ears? Look big but don't stand out. Actually, I have tiny ears. They're growing a little bit. My wife always calls me tiny ears, but as I get older, they grow a little bit. I don't mind. My nose is growing more too. Do you like it? You know what? And I don't care. I started using like this moisturizing night cream for men. Fantastic. Great. Did you cook it or not? See, you liar. Jen had chicken tenders. I knew it. You're a liar. You love cold cheese on pizza. Have you ever tried cold cheese on a warm lunch meat sandwich? No, I have not. Tyvis's question to Rimmer was fantastic. Yes, I did dare him to do it. And if you dare Tyvis to do anything, he will do it. Is the moisturizer from your sponsor? No, it's not. It's like a men's care line, like Bricknell or something. I got like the shit that I put under my eyes too. I believe you, poo plug. What's the next gross food you're going to eat? I'm going to tell you what, we're going to take a little break from the gross food. All right. We've done it. It was entertaining / devastating for everybody involved. We're going to take a little break. All right, 5-minute warning. So get them in because my glass is almost empty. And I had a healthy pour tonight. You still sleep in separate rooms? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we both enjoy it. Does your wife cook? No, she does not. I do all the cooking in the house. My wife will bake on occasion with Samantha because Samantha likes to bake. But other than that, no. Usually I yell at her and say, get out of my damn kitchen. Here's a little story. It was probably the last time she cooked dinner for me. I forget why she was going to do it, but she had something she wanted to make me. Fine, whatever. But she kicks me out of the kitchen. She goes, go downstairs. Because she knows if I'm in the kitchen that I'm going to sort of like watch what she's doing and take stuff over, right? So I go downstairs. Fine. I had to come back upstairs for something. And I see her trying to boil pasta water. She says, I can't get this water to boil. And I see her trying to boil pasta water, this huge fucking pot, right? Full of water on the tiniest little sauce burner that I have on the stove. It would take 4 hours for the water to boil. And so I said, why are you boiling it on this little dumb burner? Move it over here. Go back in the basement. If I didn't go up there, the water would never be boiled, ever. Do you have a dedicated smooch room in separate rooms? I actually sleep in what we would call the primary bedroom because it was her decision to sleep apart because she did not like my snoring. Okay. So if it's her decision, hit the road and you go to the guest bedroom. Also, there is no ceiling fan in the guest bedroom, and I need a ceiling fan. So when there is smoochy time, it's in the main bedroom, the primary one. Do you both poop with the door open? Sometimes I do. She doesn't. I do sometimes. I've stopped doing that so much because Samantha's around. But before Samantha was born, oh yeah, all the time. CPAP time? I don't need the CPAP. I mean, I may. I don't know. I may die a little bit every single night, but I can't wear that shit on my face. I can't do it. What'd you guys think of the shows this week, by the way? Timmy was in every single day except for Wednesday, and then Tyvis was in on Wednesday. I'm genuinely curious because my comfort zone is doing the show with Timmy because Timmy's my buddy, right? But I'd like to know if you actually like the shows with Timmy, and what do you think of the shows with Tyvis? Because I'm relatively new to working with Tyvis. I enjoy it. And I'm a little picky about who I host a show with, which is why it's usually Timmy. So let me know. Wish it was Tito. Is that Tito? Hey, Ian Rhodes, if Tito is holding you hostage, give us some sort of sign on here and we'll send the authorities. When will you spill the tea on the Torg situation? What's there to spill? You guys know everything. He pissed off the wrong person when the wrong person still had power in the situation. And he's gone. You know what, though? Hey, I say this all the time. It was over 10 years ago. It all worked out for everybody involved. I'm sure there are still some hard feelings involved, right? But it worked out. Today's show was one of them. No, it wasn't. Stop it. I miss the Matty Ice shows. You know what? I miss him too, man. Matty's got his gig with Rothman. It's unfair of me to pull him from that gig to host with him, but I'd love to do it. It's not that I don't like Matty. I used to love hosting with Matty. Can I DM you for the focaccia recipe? No, I will put the focaccia recipe out at some point. If you had to reshuffle the shows, what would your 4-show lineup be? I can't answer that. That's not fair. The fan needs to do host swap days. We were actually going to do it. We were going to do it last summer, and then we couldn't find like a day where everybody's schedule worked out because people take so much vacation time in the summer. And we were going to do it this summer, and I think it just slipped everybody's mind. But I've always said we should do like a key party or host swap or something because that'd be fun. You guys would enjoy that. I would enjoy it. Rothman has to have had a hair transplant. I don't think he has. My candles, oh shit, it's burning down. You're right. But you know what? It smells great in here. Fantastic. Could the fan ever end up being a Guardians flagship station? We were many years ago. The problem is that we just couldn't clear 162 games. Too much shit going on, right? Especially as we get into football season and in the springtime with basketball and stuff like that. We just couldn't clear the games. Plus, we like the sales team specifically likes that 6 to 8 chunk to be uninterrupted for the most part during the summer because they can sell more ads that way, and that's more profitable than running a Guardians game. Make Baker full-time. Is that Baker? Hello, Baker. Bo is zoomed in too much. It looks like alien conspiracy TV shows. I don't have anything to do with the camera operations. Could the fan get other satellite stations around the state for your shows? Yes. That was actually part of the plan probably about 5 to 6 years ago, was to do like a statewide fan radio network. How far into the weeds can I get on this? I don't have time to do this in a minute. That's a conversation where if you see me in a bar, buy me a drink, give me a half an hour, and I'll blow your fucking mind. Who is your rugby team? I don't know. Team USA, baby. What do we do? Like you mean like a professional rugby team? I have no idea. The New Zealand team, the All Blacks, they seem to be good. I do like doing the YouTube show. I volunteered to do this. This was nobody's idea but mine. So I like doing this. How much has the YouTube channel and chat affected the show? It has. I was hesitant to do anything with it because I am the guy who got into radio because I love radio. And I didn't want the circus that came with the rest of it. But I also understand that you adapt and you grow, right? Sometimes you make yourself uncomfortable, and that's the best way to do something. And now I enjoy it. I take it for what it is. You know, I love the community you guys have built in the YouTube chat. I really do. Where I actually was looking at it today, and I like how like the YouTube chat is like a Riccardotti family gathering where it takes you guys 20 fucking minutes to say hello to each other. Hello, 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 before you ever get to anything that you're talking about, because everybody's saying hello to each other. That's exactly what a Riccardotti gathering is like. All right, give me one more. Come on. I'm empty. Do you hate the super strict speed limit adherence in Shawnee Hills as much as I do? Yes, but I'm used to it. I would like to point out to you that I have lived in this area, Shawnee Hills-ish, adjacent, for almost 11 years. Yes, I have not gotten one ticket in Shawnee Hills. That is my most wonderful accomplishment of all time. All right. My glass is empty. You guys are awesome. It's creepy in here with the lights off, but I think I'm going to do it like this from now on. Thank you for tuning in. Also, you made Samantha's night. Like, she gets really excited about coming on and talking to you guys. Like, if she could see all you guys, she'd shit her pants, right? But the fact that she can't, and she's just looking at us on the screen, like, she gets a big kick out of it. Thank you for coming and taking time out of your evening to be here. And I will do these as regularly as I can until you guys stop showing up. So have a good night. Mazel tov.